Hi there, this is Paul Thompson from Spitfire Audio. I'm very excited today to be able to introduce you to one of the founding members of our extended family range, where we partner with people who we hugely admire in the sample world, in the music production, sound creation world, to bring their work to market in our own kind of special way. redCola are a company who are hugely successful in the music production and sound design world. Based on the west coast of America, they've contributed towards motion picture advertising for films such as Prometheus, The Dark Knight, American Hustle, World War Z, or Z for our American cousins, Gravity. The list goes on and on. Huge films, and their work, as you will hear shortly in this walkthrough, is quite exceptional, and so it's very exciting for us to be able to bring this to you. We've been working with redCola to on the best way of kind of presenting their sound designs and their work here, and we've decided to organize it into a series of categories so that you can navigate around in the quickest possible way to get to exactly the kind of sound that you're looking for. So in amongst here, you'll see we've got Atmos's, drones, flybys, glitch, hits, risers, moments, which is kind of like musical or rhythmic kind of moments, general sound effects, sub stuff, long hits. And what we've done is we've taken all of the sounds that redCola have sent us, and we've put them through our own kind of series of analog and bespoke digital signal chains. We've got a team of composers, producers and programmers here, award-winning team, really amazingly talented guys. And these have been organized into subsets so that you can kind of mix and match between the original redCola vanilla signal chain and the new kind of warped British cousins of the signals. So the different processes include source, which is the original redCola sound, all effects, distortion 1 and 2, harsh, hollow, silk and space. Now, in order to make sense of this mind-blowing amount of content we've got here, we've organized it into a series of collections called cartridges. So here you can see the cartridges. When you open an instance of eDNA, you will see a total of 5 patch folders. So menus have a series of sounds mapped side by side on the keyboard. If you load the distorted version of the menu, the mappings will match. Where we've run out of space, we've run these into a second menu, so you might have hits 31, 1 to 31, and then hits 32 to 64, and so on. The collections, where you see the word collection, this has each sound stretched across the entire keyboard, and where possible, pitched. So if you like the third sound up from hits 1 to 31, but you want it all the way across the keyboard, you load the hits collection here. You browse, so within here you see hits, for example, short hits 1 to 64. So you would load that up. You'd navigate to, let's do this right now actually before we start playing things. So you would see in here amongst the navigation, find the sound source that you want, and then you've got that all the way across the keyboard. You've got in amongst here, if I scroll down, you'll see we've got the all effects version, distortion 1, 2. You can see that all of that stuff is there kind of waiting to be loaded up, ready to go. And of course, as usual, you can morph between them. You can assign that to be the mod wheel and so on. So those are collections. Now, artists, this is a bunch of presets created by our team here. They load pre-tweaked with all kinds of warping potential here. So the artist stuff is either presented as individual, so individual presets as the name suggests. These load with only the sounds used to create the preset. So you can keep your system resources right down by using these presets. If you want the full stuff, then you load the collection version, and that will enable you to navigate in here and find and mix and morph other sounds in there as well. Please go to the knowledge online, see our website, and going through the support system in there, you'll see the links to the knowledge, which is our forum, and you'll see the manuals on there that Christian has taken a month to write. He has made me say that. He's been working on that for a month. To see all kinds of stuff like how to purge unused sounds in your presets so you can optimize your own presets and creating individual presets of your own. It's incredibly detailed, very, very powerful system this is. And with this content, it's really a wonderful, wonderful collection of stuff. And you've got amazing controllability to be able to take this incredible content and make it into your own specific sound that's absolutely perfect for your track. So let's jump in. So we're going to go back. Let's start with long hits. We'll just pick some stuff at random. I'm going to just play through some stuff. Now, when you load up from the factory menu here, the menu that loads up, obviously, as I said, you've got a sound on each key on the keyboard, different sound. And as you can see, within each menu here, we have multiple menus, each of which contains unique content. And the basic way that it loads up is that you can morph between the distorted version and the clean version. So I'll give you an example of that. So that's the clean version, and that's the distorted version. So you can either blend it here, you can control click to assign that to a MIDI controller, or you can set up the sequencer, the oscillator, you can get all kinds of stuff going there. I'm going to just look at the clean stuff for now. So I'm going to flip that over here and just have a quick playthrough. Incredible stuff in here. Really wonderful, wonderful stuff. So I'm just giving you a very quick overview, first of all, of some of the different sections, and then we'll go into slightly more detail after. So there's a huge collection of drones here. These are preset with the oscillator on to give you an idea of how you might morph these in such a way to get a really interesting character. I can turn that off for now, just so you can hear the original sounds. We'll have a quick listen to the risers. Okay, so you get the idea. It will go for the sound effects menu. And again, let's flick straight to the clean sound. So some fantastic stuff in there. Let's go for the short hits. Let's go for some sub hits. So I'm not going to dwell too long on that. I don't know how that's going to come through the YouTube. This is kind of earth-shaking stuff in here. So let's go for loose long hits. Some loose short hits. It's just an absolute candy store, this is. It's just every key that you hit is just jaw-droppingly good, I have to say. I can say this because with no hint of embarrassment or kind of rouged cheeks, because because this is, you know, the stuff is created by these guys at redCola. It's just fantastic. So let's go in. We're going to look at I'm going to show you some of the individual stuff. So we'll go into the, let's pick a few things in here. So for example, bending jitter hit. So you'll see that this has been set up now. You can see that there's some stuff going on in here. This is preset's been designed, ready for you to just use out the box. And then again, so you've got great kind of stuff across the keyboard, or variations across the keyboard with these sounds. Let's go for Haunting Atmos. So in here, if we bend the mixer, you can see that you're going between the two interesting kind of space atmoses there. You've got the kind of spacier one, the harsher one, and you'll see this slightly more if I load this one, erratic atmos. Now if we switch the oscillator on, have a listen. And of course we can do the usual controls there. You've got, this is linked to CC1 in this patch, so you can control it via the mod wheel as well. You'll notice the gate sequencer is also changing. So some good stuff in there. Let's check out moving moments. Lurking doom. Shrouded uncertainty. Let's go for penny drops. So a lot of these sounds react very differently. Once you've pitched them across the keyboard, you get a really different kind of effect, a really different kind of intention or dramatic effect, depending on whereabouts on the keyboard you pick for your pitch. And you'll notice that you can use the mixer oscillator very creatively as part of the actual sound itself, not just, you know, as a kind of mod wheel type thing to morph between two different things. Let's load up just a couple more undercover. It's a mod wheel controlled patch by, as you can see from the title. And as you can see, we're modulating delay feedback there with the mod wheels. Pretty cool way of morphing stuff around. One more, Predator Atmos. Lovely stuff. So there's some great stuff in here that becomes kind of pitched as well, for you to incorporate into your tracks as a slightly more musical element, as well as just kind of rhythmic tension, builds, all that kind of stuff. Let's have a quick look in the artist collection folder. I'm going to load something up and then just show you the difference here. So as I mentioned before, individual is only got the sounds that we used to create that actual patch itself, that preset. But in the collection version, you've got all of the stuff in here. So now this side A, we can pick something different. Let's go for 27 instead. And then that one's still in there. Put the oscillator on. So you've got an interesting different sound there. Let's pick a different one, 24. And different sound that you're using there. We could pick something, let's say one of the hollow ones. So 18, sound 18 of long hits, hollow treatment. Sounds like this. So again, this kind of thing becomes interesting when we put the oscillator on as well. And with this side, let's try something slightly different for, let's use one of the space hits. So as you can see, even just simply loading up a preset from the collection menu and then kind of going, oh, I wonder what I can bung in here in place of what's already in there. You can stumble across some really interesting stuff. Let's do regret short hit. I like to round out by going back to the glitch menu, and we'll just have a quick listen through some of these sounds. There's some really wonderful stuff in here, so have a quick listen to this. Now again, the distorted, the clean. I'm going to leave it fully on the clean so you can hear just the vanilla sounds. Now you'll notice amongst this great stuff, some of this stuff is more clearly pitched than others. So let's say I'm going to take that sound, I'm going to go for the fifth sound up. So what do I want to do? I'm going to go into the collection mode. I'm going to load up the glitch patch, and I'm going to say I want that fifth glitch sound, and I want the vanilla version. So I'm going to take sound source 5, and I'm going to pair that with hollow 5. So if we just locate that there. Now I've got two versions of this sound loaded up. I've got this, the vanilla sound, and then I've got that sound there. So what we could do is let's set up an oscillation. Let's put it on twice. I'm going to put the gate sequencer on. I'm just showing you how kind of easy it is to come up with your own creations here. So we want the gate sequencer on 1 times. Let's go for it and see what that sounds like. Let's turn the oscillator off. So you can hear the two components there. We'll put that back on, put it on slightly slower. And I'm going to turn the gate sequencer down as well. Or we could turn that up faster. And we could even have that on the same speed. So you can see, just even with no real kind of with no real planning, you can just leap straight in and start making your own sounds. So to summarize, what I'm really excited about here is we've got a team who are among the best in their field, creating really high-end work, incredible sound design, incredible recordings and processing. And then we've paired that with the controllability that you get from the eDNA Edna engine, in order that you can take this raw material, this world-class raw material, and make your own stuff out of it. So it's not just buying a bunch of sound effects and load of WAVs and stick one in the middle of your session and yes, there I've got a hit or a drone or something. What you can do with this is you can take this raw material, the superb quality original source material, and then you can make it into something new which is unique to your project. That's the exciting thing for me. It's taking this really good raw stuff and then shaping it into something that fits exactly. We always want the user to be in control of what is actually coming out of the system. That's the key thing for us. And with all of the controllability that you have on the eDNA engine here, this is a really wonderful pairing. So we salute the guys at redCola, our American cousins over there on the West Coast. And we're very excited to show you this. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope I've kind of shown you a little bit of what you can achieve with this new library. I hope you're going to enjoy using it. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye-bye.